You want to make them work. So this guy goes ahead and says, the motorbike guy also sped off. How? I am the motorbike guy. I asked for my funny. You are supposed to give me my funny. Yes. Remember, Chira was so drunk that they did not agree how much he's going to pay for a motorbike. And this guy is the one who actually created room for Brian Chira. So how was the motorbike guy asking for money from a drunkard whom he has taken the opposite direction from where he's supposed to go? How do you ask? Imagine, I am going to Mtongwe Ferry. You are taking me to Shakahola. So how is Shakahola related with my Mtongwe Ferry? And now you are asking for money from me for taking me the opposite direction. Zeleck.
Way. Tulieni kidogo, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel 254 Digital News. So guys, today bado nimekuja na mambo ya TruthWatchdog. Siku zote mnamtambua TruthWatchdog ni yule msee anasema kama una ukweli atakumezesha, na leo hii nimewaletea umbea kama yote. Imagine nakwambia TruthWatchdog bado anakuja na mambo mazito. Bado anamchambua huyu jamaa anajiita kama Zeleck Momanyi. Zeleck Momanyi, wale ambaye hamumjui, ni mjamaa ambaye hufanya kwenye gym, na huyu jamaa aliweza kutajwa na TruthWatchdog kama mhusika mkuu ambaye aliweza kumwangamiza mwenda zake Brian Chira. So guys, mimi nimeweza kupatana tena na hiyo video. TruthWatchdog akiweza kuelezea ni nini haswa ilihusika na kifo ya mwenda zake Chira, na huyu Zeleck Momanyi aliweza kufanyiwa interview na presenter Ali wakati wa mazishi. Na huyu jamaa Zeleck Momanyi, TruthWatchdog ameweza kueleza moja kwa moja hiyo interview ambayo aliweza kufanya kwenye platform ya Ali, na TruthWatchdog ameweza kusema hayo yote ilikuwa ni propaganda. Huyu jamaa TruthWatchdog ameweza kueleza vizuri. Huyu jamaa anasema the moment alitoka kwenye kilabu alipata mwenda zake akiwa hapo chini amelewa chakari. Na guys, wale ambao mnajua pombe si maji. Siku zote mtu ambaye amelewa hawezi kukutambua wewe ambaye umekuja ukamkuta pale. Kusema ukweli, kama wewe ni mlevi ile vibaya, uwezi mtambua mtu yoyote ambaye atakuja hapo akitaka kukupea usaidizi, au utamtambua. Lakini Zeleck Momanyi aliweza kusema kwenye hiyo interview kwamba Chira alimtambua na akamuomba lift, na isitoshe guys, huyu jamaa aliweza kumpea huyu mwenda zake lift, na isitoshe aliweza kumsongea na Chira akakaa nyuma yake ya pikipiki. Guys, my question is, ukiwa mlevi unaweza kaa kwa pikipiki nyuma bila kuanguka? That is my first question. Second question, ukiwa mlevi unaweza tambua mtu vizuri usiku? That is all my question. So guys, sitaongea mengi, pia nataka wenyewe muende kuisikiza TruthWatchdog vile ameweza kuichambua hiyo video na vile ameweza kuongea makubwa sana kuhusiana na hiyo video. So guys, natumai mtaenjoy the video, na pia mtacomment hapo chini your comment ili tujue hisia yako, maoni yako ni ipi kulingana na hii video. So guys, let's go. Kwani iko nini?
Zeleck Momanyi comes and tell a story. Guys, did you listen to the video? I posted the video. I don't know if many of you listened to the video. Did you listen to the video, or I should play it? But I think I played it. Jackie niko poa sana. You want me to play it? Bwana asema amenipanda mimi. Let me play a video here of Zeleck Momanyi. But I played it anyway, but I will repeat if you want. But I'm supposed to go for record session right now. It's about to wreck.
It's even uploaded on your...
Yeah, it's uploaded on my channel. I want you to listen to this guy. You will laugh. Many of you have not maybe watched my videos. Probably you have not subscribed. Please kindly make sure that you're subscribing before you leave the channel. God will bless you. You're an amazing person. Thank you for those who have bought membership. Caro K, God bless you. There is that other lady. NCK, there is Teddy, God bless you. And those who are also playing with M-Pesa, God loves you. You're amazing. You're amazing. And why is it that people from outside the country are the ones who are just gifting me? Wait, watu wa Githurai mko wapi? Lorin. Listen to this. This is Zeleck Momanyi giving his story.
So kutoka hizo kuna mahali ni club. So kuna mahali wanatulia sana karibu na nyumbani, familia nyumbani. So hapo ndio nilikuwa naelekea. Kufika hivi nilikuwa by the time M-Pesa yangu nilipa fare 253 pia. Right. So kushuka pikipiki nikapata Brian akifukuzo kutoka hiyo club.
Now this is where the story starts. Kushuka hivi pikipiki, that means after dropping off the motorbike, I found Brian being chased out of the club. For those who do not understand Swahili. So the club was about to be closed.
So kumangalia nikajua ni Brian.
Looking at him, I realized this is Brian. And he was completely drunk.
So Brian.
Upon seeing him, I called him out. Brian. He accepted and said yes. Brian looked at me and said, help me. So this is a drunkard person who has already recognized this guy. Funny. I asked the motorbike guy to take me home because the club apparently was being closed down. So upon going back on my motorbike, Brian asked me to help him out. So this is the second time Brian is asking this specific guy to help him. So the soldiers say, if you know this boy who is very drunk, you can help him out. So I had to make some space or some room at the motorbike so that he can sit, and he sat behind me. Guys, since when did we let the drunkard people who are extremely drunk on the floor to sit behind a motorbike? How are they even going to balance? How? You tell me. By the way, this is the English version, guys. How is Brian Chira going to balance on a motorbike? How did he even step off the ground? He says he was very drunk and he was down. So this person, I think, is like this. Let me just try to demonstrate. Please forgive me. You know, I like to do things practically. Okay? So it's like, oh, help me. Help me, brother, please. Help me. And then the soldiers are like, do you know him? You know him? Please help me if you know him. And then I said, okay, I know him. I will help him. So the best you can do, instead of even picking your friend up, you just, create a room. Okay, Brian, you can sit. Yeah, sit here. Then Brian, completely drunkard, wakes up, gets the energy to climb over a motorbike. Does that make sense to you? If that is making sense to you, you must be a very mad person. How? Continue, boss. So we arrived at Geshore Junction. I wanted to divert to go home. Now him. And remember, he has given his drunk friend who is balancing on a motorbike. Magic. And Brian was going different direction. What's wrong with you? So you find a friend that is drunk. A friend that is drunk asks for a lift from you. And you, knowing your friend is completely drunk, you're taking them different direction. So what kind of help were you offering? Taking him far away from home. What was your reason to take someone that is very drunk and you're calling them a friend away from home? This is what he says. Brian was going to different direction. Listen the funny part.
So
I wanted to leave him there. But my friend, the soldiers told you, if you know this guy, then help him out. He's asking for help. So why do you want to leave him at nowhere? Then Brian had this very conversation with him, a drunkard who cannot even carry himself. Another conversation. Then Brian says, get me somewhere. Nifikisha mahali fulani. That is what it means in English. Get me somewhere. Where is this somewhere? And it is the opposite direction, bro. Zeleck. So Chira wants to go much further from his home. Hey.
So after tumesonga tumefika mahali alituambia akashuka tu pikipiki and then tu pikipiki kumwitisha fare.
Listen, this guy offered lift, offered to help Brian Chira. And now he's saying, upon the motorbike guy asking for fare from Chira, which fare? My bro, you told the motorbike guy, stop. This is Brian Chira. I know him. And then Brian Chira seeks for help from you. And then you create room for him to sit. Meaning it's you who's going to pay for it. So how is Brian Chira being asked for fare again? How? Bro, you mad? Then he says, Brian Chira gets off the motorbike and starts to run. So nowadays, drunkard people can run. On your marks, get ready. Wait, take me the opposite direction. I have to run. Go on. Max. How does a drunkard person run? Can you help me there? Have you had your father, your mother, your boyfriend, girlfriend run when they are drunk? Anyway, this drunkard was special human being, could run when they are drunk.
It was 2 steps in the lane, to get to company.
So, Chira started to run, but unfortunately, Chira only ran 2 steps. My brother, even if it is a lie, can you cook it? So how do you say somebody that makes 2 steps was running? So this guy says, the Chira took off the motorbike and ran. 2 steps only, he was hit by a motorbike. He was hit. So 2 steps. Can you count 2 steps? 2 steps means for a drunkard. I mean, how can you run like a... 2 steps you are hit. Okay? Yeah, okay, continue, sir. And he is asked by this reporter, so you saw the vehicle hit Brian Chira? He says, yes, it hit him just there and there. So he confirms, yes?
Yeah, it's okay. Good.
So he confirms, yes, he saw it. Okay, continue, sir.
He couldn't get in again.
Then can't tell it.
What type of vehicle was it? He goes even far ahead to say the color of the vehicle. It was a Canter white vehicle. Canter, yes. Do you know how many kgs is Canter in totality? It's about 8 tons. It's about 8 tons. And how can we say, how heavy could Chira be? Noticing that he's a drunkard. Chira could be in between 80 kgs or less, or 90 kgs but lesser. 90, no, Chira could not be 90.
65.
Let us just say For the better part of it, let us say he was 90 kg. Let us take the upper figure. He was 90 kg, right? And remember, canter, if it is not carrying anything, it has no carrier, just an open canter, that is 3 tons. If it is carrying something in between 7.5 to 9 tons. Okay. So it was a wet canter that hit him there, and he saw it. You will be surprised.
Kanta nyeupe.
Yeah.
Na baada ya kumgonga kanta iliendelea au ilisimama ama kuliendana?
So the guy goes ahead and asks him, so after the canter hit him, did it continue with the pace or did it stop? Listen to what he says.
Hiyo speed off ika.
The canter did speed off.
So nikabaki tu hapo. So jamaa alisikia kelele wakakuja. Jamaa wa pikipiki alipotea tu hivyo.
So he goes ahead and says, now this is when you see lies are not working, you want to make them work. So this guy goes ahead and says, the motorbike guy also sped off. How? I am the motorbike guy. I asked for my funny. You are supposed to give me my funny. Yes. Remember, Chira was so drunk that they did not agree how much he's going to pay for a motorbike. And this guy is the one who actually created room for Brian Chira. So how was the motorbike guy asking for money from a drunkard whom he has taken the opposite direction from where he's supposed to go? How do you ask? Imagine, I am going to Mtongwe Ferry. You are taking me to Shakahola. So how is Shakahola related with my Mtongwe Ferry? And now you are asking for money from me for taking me the opposite direction. Zeleck. Let us continue with the lie. Now the guy says, hakuwa namjua, meaning he did not know the motorbike guy. But aren't you the same person who said you paid with M-Pesa? So where did you get the number? Sit. This must be a very, very naughty boy. Sit down. Sit down. Continue.
So again,
Alitoroka pia.
yeah, aliona hivyo tu yeye katoka. So nikabaki hapo.
Try to imagine this scenario. So the motorbike looks, poof, hey, the boy is hit, and then the canter speeds off, and then he also looks up, hey, he's hit. Sure, follows the canter.
So hapo nilijaribu kutafuta venye naweza msaidia. Sikupata namna yote, lakini sasa nikapiga 99. So nikaongea na askari headquarters wakanipatia na.
I don't know whether you've heard the point where he says that the canter passed over Brian Chira's head. Like the canter passed over Brian Chira's head and the head was still intact. Like ran over. Yes, this is Brian Chira, 90 kg versus, let me show you. No, let us put it smaller. This is Brian Chira, 90 kgs versus 9 tons. So Brian Chira is passed over. Let us assume this is the body. And the body remains intact like this. And the canter bounce goes away. And Chira is still intact, no skin touched, nothing, no scratches, no bruises, no clothes that are torn, no fractures. Chira can handle a canter. Okay, son, continue. So this guy goes ahead and says, I don't know, the guys in America, do you call 911? What do you call the emergency number?
911.
In Kenya, we call 999.
Yeah. Even in Kenya, we have 911.
So this guy calls 999, and then the person from the other end says, where are you? I'm at this place, and my friend has been kicked hard in the stomach, and he's fainting. Oh, sorry. So your friend is okay. That is where you are. Let me give you a number. Call that officer. The officer. Listen here. Why are you hanging? Why are you hanging? Why is it hanging? The computer is hanging. Let me restart the computer, guys. But this guy goes ahead. Now he doesn't know, again, Brian Chira. But initially, he knew Brian Chira, and even he communicated with the soldiers and confirmed to the soldiers. Now, these soldiers is not the KDF. It is actually the bouncers at the club. So, you take Brian the opposite direction, number one. Number two, you see what happens. There was a canter that hit him. It was a white canter. Then all of a sudden, you don't know what happened. My God. Let me try to see whether the computer will work. It was misbehaving.
Na askari potas wakanipatia namba ya Pisimoniki. Sikupata namba yake, lakini so hapo nilijaribu kutafuta kupata tu hapo kama jamaa wa pikipiki hiyo speed off ikaenda.
Kitazama
hivi tu mbele yangu.
Ilikuwa ni gari na gari?
Kanta ya white.
Kanta nyeupe.
Yeah.
Na baada ya kumgonga kanta iliendelea au ilisimama ama kulienda?
Hiyo speed off ikaenda. So nikabaki tu hapo. So jana walisikia kelele wakakuja. Jamaa wa pikipiki alipotea tu hivyo.
Hauko unamjua?
Asikuwa namjua.
Okay.
Sisi nilipata tu hapo nikamwambia kama fulani. So alienda.
Alitoroka pia.
Yeah, aliona hivyo pia katoka. So nikabaki hapo. So hapo nilijaribu kutafuta vyenye naweza msaidia. So nikaongea na askari potas kupata namba yake, lakini sasa nikaona nikapiga 99. So nikaongea na askari potas wakanipatia namba ya Pisimoniki. Kumwongelesha akanitumia namba ya officer mwenye alikuwa in charge that night. So nikamtuma, nikakuja akanipata hapo. Hapo ndipo nikaenda nikalipisha statement.
So this guy says that there is an officer that was sent, that he called 999. Then there is this officer called Pisimoniki who gave him a number of the officer on duty at Karori police station. And now that police officer, he came alone. Since when have you ever seen an officer on duty working on his own? And how did this officer come in? Now this guy went ahead and claimed that they had a picture of Brian Chira, him, and that officer alone had that picture of the scene, a picture that was never seen earlier on by anyone. And we all asked ourselves a question that you said that you alone and the police officer have this picture. A picture that was taken in total darkness. I can't share it here because of YouTube regulations. But let us continue. So this guy, the police has found you at the scene of a dead person, and you goes to report a statement. Listen, it's like this guy left the police there and went to write a statement on his own.
Ukangoja pale mpaka asubuhi ukingoja kujua issue imeenda. Kwa hiyo baada ya hapo wewe haukujua kama Brian Chira amefariki.
Ile hali alikuwa juu mimi nilikuwa kwa mimi nilikuwa pata kuangalia.
So the guy says again, the way Chira was, he was very afraid to look at Chira. Mark you, the guy took a picture in total darkness. So let me show you something, guys, so that you can see. Some people are, please, if you want to lie, make sure that you sit down, you take some water, drink water, Just calm down, hold on, calm down. Where's the picture? Downloads. This guy is taking us for a ride. And this guy, I don't like his lies. This guy. So, let me show you guys. This is a very dark picture. I don't know whether you will see it clearly, but let me just show you. So, according to him. So, I will not show the hand because here, Chira is completely not in a good state. So, this is Brian Chira. And you can see that he's in total darkness. This is just a flash over of the picture. And then you can see the pockets are open. And actually, when you brighten this picture, the legs are empty, meaning they have no shoes. Chira had a jacket on. He had a jacket on, something that looked like greenish. So who removed the shoes of Brian Chira and who removed the jacket? I don't think an accident does that. And you can see actually the hands are still intact, no fracture, nothing. The skin is intact, no cloth is torn. So my friend, explain to me how this is an accident that actually a canter ran over this guy. Anyway, he knows better. But again, he says he did not see something. He was so much scared. This is what he's saying here, guys. And for me to show you, just in case you do not know Zeleck Momanyi, this is the guy. This is Zeleck Momanyi. So, DCI, CDF, NIS, KDF, GHC, CRE, CBC, please come through. This is your man. This is your man that took a picture but saw nothing. Hey, Zeleck, a man of very few words. Teacher. Let us continue. Hear him say he saw nothing. He was very afraid. He was shocked. He saw nothing. But he took a picture. So what is the reason? What is the reason for you to take a picture and you alone keep it? Until you are so much cornered, that is when you say, what happened? Let us continue. Kumwangalia si kumwangalia. It means, even looking at him, I never looked at him. So how did you take the picture? In that total darkness?
So
he never came any close. But you can see that's a picture that was taken. Like somebody's here, takes a picture. So you took a picture, but you were never close. You saw nothing. Who does that? You know, I'm a blind person. Guys, I can't see anything. But my instincts tell me this is where the picture is. So I take out my phone. I take back my phone. Then I open my eyes. I saw nothing. What are you trying to tell us? The only way this guy could take, the only reason why he could take this picture is to prove to the masters who sent him, job done. You can't tell me anything. So he's asked here, did he produce any sound when he was hit by that white canter? He says, before he was hit, he produced the sound. So I wonder, a drunk person is trying to run, then produces some sounds. Which sounds are these? Okay.
Before when
he turned, then as he was turning, there was the vehicle. Now it's a turn, not the two steps again. In one video, you can lie all these things. Venye alitani hivi akagongwa na ni hivyo. So he was hit by this vehicle. That is what he's saying. I'm just explaining for those who do not understand English, because I have realized that many of you are so much interested. So he was hit by a canter. And then he went some distance. No cloth was torn, no fractures, bones intact. The only thing that this canter did was to remove his jacket and shoes. Wow. So the canter followed the body. Did it follow him? And this is what this guy is asking the reporter. Did it, run over him?
Yeah.
The guy says yes. So I can't reign over you.
Did crush you.
And Zeleck, you have to wait. No, we cannot deal with you like this. No. This is not how we are going to work with you.
Whips.
You cannot. Zeleck, wait. Zeleck, you know, I have children. And whenever they lie to me, I give them a dosage. Wait a minute. Zeleck, come here. Touch your toes. Touch your toes. Hold on. Touch your toes. How can you lie to me? Zeleck, touch your... Don't hold. Learn your lesson. How? Who advised you to go for an interview?
Who gave me the script?
Who wrote this script? Director. Who wrote the script for this one? And why did you allow him take that script?
Producer and the editor.
Producer and editor, come here. Touch your toes. Shame on you. What is this? That is what you get. Okay, continue, sir.
Wow. Na pengine ulikuwa na ugumu wote kupata usaidizi wa wakati?
Yeah, juu simu ilikuwa 3%.
Now listen the funny thing. He says, alipata ugumu. That means he found it very difficult to get, to source some kind of help. But in the first place, he says, the guys who are there around the motorbike, when they heard of an accident, they came through. In the same video and same voice, he says he was left alone. So these guys who came through never helped. They were just there like, oh, and then they left. Anyway.
So trying to call,
so the phone was 3%. Remember, he has called 999. He has been given this officer who's called PC Mwaniki. Then he called the other officer. Now the phone was going through, was not going through. Wow.
The mask I want to guess him, the direction. So you push it for. Yeah.
So the police officers were asking him for the directions, and the phone was at 3%. And he was able to take pictures as well. Star.
Unasema kwamba uko unamfahamu Chira. Uko unamfahamu kutoka online kama shabiki amina kwa.
Yeah, kwa TikTok. Yeah.
Now this is where it gets even mad. The guy says he knew Brand Chira on TikTok. Initially he was asked by soldiers, if you know this guy, then yes, you can help him. And he took Brand Chira, opposite direction. Why did you agree that you know this guy? Let us go ahead. Mark those words, that he only knew Brand Chira from TikTok. Listen.
Okay. Na pengine kuna issue ulikuwa umetaja hapo awali kwamba Chira alikwambia alikuwa amepoteza simu.
Yeah, alikwambia amepoteza simu. Nilimweleza hapo hapo kwa club, kumbuka kuna simu yako.
You see? The funny thing is this guy is just a fan. Then he asked Chira, do you have your phone? Do you have your phone with you here? Why should a fan of TruthWatchdog come and ask me if I have my phone on me? Bro, what up? What's going on? What is going on? Why should you ask if I have my phone on me? TWD, do you have an idea who sent Baba T the pic? We do not have an idea. We have an answer. It's not idea. Stop looking for ideas. Ideas to do what? We have the answers. This guy says he and the police officer alone have the picture. Remember earlier on, Baba Talisha said he and alone has the pictures of the scene. Baba Talisha was at Mount Longonot when he was announcing the death of Brian Chira. So, only 3 people have the pictures. The officer, whom we have not seen, we do not know, and Zeleck Momanyi. Zeleck Momanyi is a friend of Baba T. So, you are still asking who sent the pictures?
Personal trainer.
He's a personal trainer?
Yes, personal gym trainer to Baba T.
Where did you hear that?
You did, you just been there. Go ask them, you see.
All I know is they know each other.
Yeah.
So you are asking who sent Baba T the images? Can you look for a lawyer? We found him. Or gym instructor?
Yeah.
Fadumo Ali anasema shut up. Okay. Shut up, Faduma Ali, and bend over. Go look for Auntie Gidaiga. Shoo. He's Baba T personal trainer. So, you still asking me how the images got to Baba T? Through osmosis. Then they went.
Hapana. Nikaingia ndani mwenyewe nikauliza, jamaa ameacha simu hapa, watu wakakata.
So this guy asks a drunkard fan. He's just a fan of Brian Chira. Do you have a phone on you? No. People have stolen my phone. Okay, I will get your phone. Then, as a fan, again, he has all this time, goes to the club. Did this man leave the phone here? Whoever has the phone, produce the phone. And then the people say, no, we do not have the phone. Remember, earlier on, this guy tells us, the soldiers asked him, if you know him, help him. Then, he did not even, he did not even leave his motorbike site. He just told this guy, since this club is closing up, please help me. I go back home. And then Chira asks for help. Then he creates room. Then he goes. So how come again you had all this time to ask, Chira, yo, you got your phone on you? Oh, bro, man. No, I don't have my phone, man. Can you help me out? Oh, don't worry. I got you back, man. I'm your G. Let me get your phone, man. Then he goes and produces his, modifiers here. Yo, everybody down. You. Who has Chira's phone now? And then niggas are like, hey, man, what you think you're doing, man? We don't have a phone, man. This boy didn't leave a phone here, man. Oh, yo. Hey, what the f is this guy's? What's wrong with this guy? I'm not...
Yeah. Na pengine sijui kama you are the right one to tell us this. Inasemekana pia kwamba Chira alikuwa na marafiki watatu wawili sijui wakaondoka.
Yeah, sasa kuuliza after hii incident happen, hapo mahali wanaenda wananijua. So waliona online, mimi mwenyewe sikuwa nimejua kama ameaga dunia. So wao wenyewe waliniuliza, kwani si ulisaidia Brian kutoka hapa jana? Kaambia kulienda aje, tunaona nini kuangalia online, kuangalia kwa.
So this guy took a picture of Brian Chira lying down, skull broken. And then he says that the 3 friends of Brian Chira asks him to look online, so he learns about the death of Chira online. Touch your toes. You cannot have liars like you. Touch your toes. Stop looking at my face.
Kamuuliza kwani walikuwa wamefanya, kaniambia walikuwa hapa watu majamaa 3 na msichana mmoja. Ndio walinoka wakakunywa au wakatoka wakamwacha kama amelala hapo juu. Haya, na huko mbele mahali aligongewa, sinaona kulikuwa na pikipiki zinapita zinasimama. Yenye alikuwa anaangalia anasema ni Chira. Nikamwambia ni Chira.
Now this guy told the soldiers he knows Chira. Now he says where Chira was hit, the motorbike guys were passing by and saying this is Chira. That is how he knew this is Chira. Initially he has been asked by this reporter, did you know Chira? And he says, yes, I knew Chira through TikTok. Now he doesn't know Chira. The motorbike guys are the ones who are telling him this is Chira. What are you doing? Come here. Touch your toes. Zeleck, how do you lie?
Wakasema jamaa tulikuwa unajua kulikuwa na rege mtoka kufukuzwa huko.
Kama kufukuzwa mtalabi
so hii ni ya pili.
Okay.
Sasa watu wa pikipiki wanasema ndio walikuwa wanapita. After wamesiona sasa.
Unasema kwamba alikuwa mlevi. Alikuwa hali yake ilikuwa mbaya sana kiasi cha kwamba hawezi akatembea.
Ilikuwa mbaya.
Now here he's asked, you said he was drunk. Was it so drunk that he could not walk? And he says, yes, he couldn't walk. But in the same vocals, he has said here, Brian actually went on a bike. Is it climbed ama pandered or whatever? So he was so drunk that he couldn't run. But you are telling us Brian was asked for transport fee and he decided to disappear. What is wrong with this guy?
He offered to help in the first place.
Yeah. Na pengine baada ya hapo ndo tumeweza tukaongea saa 11 I think jioni ukiwa kazini.
Yeah.
Haukuwa na uhakika kwamba
Sikuwa sure.
kama
nilikuwa online niko tu.
Habari umezichukuliaje kwamba wewe ikisemekana kwamba pia wewe ndo mtu wa mwisho?
This guy says he went to write a statement and stayed there until morning. Okay? When the police officers released him. And then immediately he went to work. Okay, hapo mbele he forgets again. There says that he went to sleep from the police station, he went to sleep, then he could not sleep, went to work. Then it is that evening that he realizes that Brian Chira is dead. Yet the guy had no brains, everything was out. You took a picture of him, shared with your close friends. And now you're telling us you landed on media that evening. Hey.
Kumuona akiwa hai.
Mzito. Bado siamini Kenya niliona. Sijaiona.
Inaonekana kama umeshtuka sana.
Sana. Siko comfortable kabisa.
Zinakusumbua ili pengine you need someone to talk to.
Maybe nikipata itakuwa vizuri.
Ukipata mtu kuzungumza naye. Yeah. Have you been able to share na marafiki zako pengine?
Yeah, after hiyo story imetokea. Najua kutoka asubuhi nimetoka station saa 2. So nikaenda kulala. Kwanza kulala usingizi kuja. Najaribu kulala kama 20 minutes. Nishaamka time pia isongi. So kutoka hapo ndio nimeenda kazi nikaa tu nimetulia. Ndio nimekuwa na mawazo mengi sana. After nimeona huyo amenipigia simu akiniambia njoo niangalie. So hapo ndio nimeanza at least kufuatilia pia kwa nini ndaje.
Sasa after huyo amenipigia simu ingia online uangalie. Now who called you? Bro, you just told us the 3 friends saw you and asked you, have you seen what has happened? Now it is the phone again.
Then Nancy alikuwa amenipigia simu kitu saa 6. Nikamwambia sasa siko sure vile mahali yako at the moment. Enda kwanza mpaka station. Hadi niliandika statement.
Nancy anakuwa ni nani na alipata pengine hadi namba zako?
Alifika hapo mahali ni kwa brand kama kuna watu aliniambia huyo Nancy aliniambia alikuwa amemuita kuja. So when nilimwambia kuja ni kama alikuwa amemwambia Sierra. So hiyo usiku kama disappoint na simu kind of. Sasa hiyo game akaamua shania Sierra niangalia kuna wapi. So kufika Sierra akaambiwa alitoka hapo na huyo jamaa tunamjua namba yake ndio hii. So akapewa namba akanipigia. She was the first person. Nikamwambia namba ka station. At least to ulizo huko bana. So kufika kwa station kind of mob. Kafika kaniambia siko sure kama ni. Nikamwambia amevaa t-shirt ya red. T-shirt ya red na I think sweatpant. Yeah. Wow.
So from this story of the last person who was with Chira till he died. That is the witness he gave. Am I a mad person to believe you people killed Chira? And you're just defending your actions? Do you need to think, for example, Favor Lily, if yesterday I drank porridge with you, unfortunately, you abandoned your tank because you are greedy. Will I forget the experience I saw when you were doing like this? Will I forget that experience? No, I will retell the story. I will retell the story, and I will not need to think, was she banned? Was it the nose or the tank? It might be the tank, but the tank was not tanking. So it must be the lips. Is it the lips? Oh, no, it's not the lips. It was something. Maybe it was the teeth close to the tank and the tank was not tanking. No. And remember, when we received Zeleck Momanyi's statement, the statement is the one which made me ask questions. The statement is the one which brought Zeleck Momanyi to my attention. And I asked him, bro, what do you mean? This is not adding up. That fake statement. So guys, with those little commentary,
Wow. Yo guys, thank you so much kwa wale ambao wameweza kuitazama hii video mpaka mwisho. Umeweza kuwa na mimi tukitazama mpaka mwisho. Siku zote huwa nawarudishia shukrani sana kwa fans wangu ambao wameweza kunisubscribia hadi tukafika 18,000 subscriber, na bado tuko kwa jani ya kufika 20,000 subscriber. Na wale ambao hawajaweza kusubscribe, tafadhali na kunyenyekea, ili uweze kusubscribe ili tuweze kufika 20,000 kwa pamoja, na Mungu atakubariki na atakubariki zaidi. So guys, natumai mmesikiza hiyo video mpaka mwisho. Mmeona vile TruthWatchdog ameweza kuchambua video ya Zeleck Momanyi, na ameweza kueleza moja kwa moja baada ya maneno ambayo aliweza kufanyiwa interview kwa Ali. So guys, wewe kama mtazamaji, wewe kama fans wangu, umeitazama hii video mpaka mwisho, maoni yako ni ipi kulingana na hii mambo ambayo TruthWatchdog ameweza kuianalyze? Wewe maoni yako ni ipi? Wewe kama wewe unaweza kumjaji Zeleck kama muuaji, ama unakataa kukubaliana na hiyo mambo ya TruthWatchdog? So guys, mimi nataka nisome comment yako hapo chini na unieleze wewe unakubaliana na hiyo mambo ya mwenda zake ama mambo ya TruthWatchdog venye ameweza kumchambua huyu Zeleck Momanyi. Kama unakubaliana na mimi, drop your comment hapo, na pia kama ukubaliani na yeye, drop your comment hapo chini, nitaisoma na nitajua ni nini maoni yako haswa. Na guys, pia nakuambia siku zote usisahau kuibonyeza kengele ili upate umbea. Umbea iko kwa 254 Digital News only hapa Kenya. So guys, hadi kwenye video nyingine, mimi niite 254 Digital News. Bye bye, Mungu awabariki.